Hey guys, Darthcloak here, back with part 7 of our Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent playthrough. So, last time, we got done quite a lot. We got done all of Terrace. We finally picked off one of those pesky SIS agents that is using the mind control thing so we can't fight back. And we are seeing straight up hallucinations and craziness as our mind is falling apart. So, our new objective here is to travel to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters and try to determine the nature of the mind control. And a hallucination of Watcher X is actually helping us through this, and we're hearing his voice in our head, which is oddly comforting because it gives me faith that I can break out of this mind control and kill the filthy, filthy Republic dogs. So, that being said, I leveled up to 38 and a little over 38 and a half, so we're a little bit above. I'm pretty sure it'll do this, and then I think Quesh might be next, and then maybe Hoth. And then so by the time we hit Hoth, I think we'll be enough, and I think our level-wise we're doing. I think we're okay. I had to kind of guesstimate because it's a little hard to tell what level I should be at, but I think we're all right. So off camera, of course, in addition to the leveling, of course you guys have seen Vector's armor. We've been using it for a while, and of course Kaleo, which who gives a crap about Kaleo? Let me just try and find what room he's in. I did change Loken's armor. The good doctor's armor. Is that one? Is that it? Is that it? No. Maybe he's over in this one? Yes. Okay. So I changed Loken's armor, and I am really happy with it. So let me go ahead and show you. So here is Dr. Loken's new armor. As you can see, I really like it because it's not like so aggressive that you're like, oh my gosh, he's an assassin. But he's in battle, like he's being shot at, and he's like healing me and stuff. So it makes sense to give him some kind of armor, right? So I gave him this. The armor's really cool. Let me go ahead and show you which one it is here. There he is. Okay, so this armor is the Panther armor set from the Imperial armor vendor, or from the adaptive armor vendor. So I gave this to him because it makes sense, right? That he's in battle, it makes sense that he would have some kind of protection and not just a lab coat. So I went ahead and gave him this, and I gave it the black and light gray dye, and so that's why it looks so cool as far as armor, as far as the actual dye is concerned. And I'm really happy with it. It looks really, really cool, and I used him, I carried him as I did the heroics on Terrace to level up, and obviously, like, as far as just healing, of course he does as good as any other companion. You know, so of course that all makes sense, but it was really nice having some armor that made him look really cool. So for now, we will be carrying Dr. Loken. I feel like and I mentioned this last episode, that I feel like what he is okay with and what I'm okay with is possibly more aligned than what me and Vector are okay with, because Vector is ultimately, he was a diplomat before the whole thing. So of course he's not a fan of the casual violence, whereas I don't think Loken will care, because he is like an evil Bruce Banner, right? So when he goes all Incredible Hulk and turns into a Rakghoul and eats your face off, like, I feel like he's probably going to approve of more of my decisions. So for now we'll carry him. There's another companion that we're going to get, that I won't tell you which planet we'll get him or her on, that we might be carrying him or her once we get him or her, and I think that maybe that companion will approve of my decisions as well. We'll have to see. So we'll have to decide between like Vector, Loken, and this new companion that we'll get eventually, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe him or her will approve of my decisions. It's hard to say. But regardless, I'm just really happy that we got new armor for Loken, and maybe that companion will approve of the decisions that we made. You know, we'll have to see. And regardless, though, Loken's armor looks really cool. He just blends into the overall look of my crew so well that I like doing that. I started doing that a while ago. Obviously, I've tried to do it on most of my YouTube stuff, where all of my companions must have armor that makes them look really cool. The frames are about to drop, as you can see. It always drops inside the spaceport. I don't know why, and it's always that same spot. Not just in this one. Every spaceport, it drops right there. I'm wondering if it's like the lighting or something, because it's not even vegetation anymore. Look at this. Back in the day, it used to lag right here. Comparatively, it's not lagging that bad compared to what it usually does. You know what I mean? And it makes me wonder, like, is it lighting? Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what triggers it, but anyway, regardless, we'll carry Loken a while, and we'll see if he approves of my decisions a little more. And you know, you never know. But I really enjoy customizing all of my companions' look. I feel like it makes them all blend so much better with my overall team, and I like that. So we do have some mail to check. Go ahead and see. We have one from Saber saying goodbye to Chance. Leggett sent this to the rest of the team already. You're new, but Chance respected you and you were part of his last mission. Hope it means something. And this is to everybody from Saber. By now, all of you know that Chance didn't make it back from Terrace. He told me once that he was terrified of dying. But he said what scared him worse was dying and knowing or caring, dying forgotten like so many in this business do. He was a brave soldier, a patriot, an animal lover, and a hilarious drunk. I'll miss him. I'm sending around his personal effects. Anything left goes to his dad. Well, there you go, and he's still Republic dog. Alright, this is from Kai Sazen. I'm kind of surprised you didn't betray me. Chance pass you by, or did you really think I'd fit into your empire? Things are working out, though. Not that everyone here wants to take orders from an ex-Jedi, but kill enough idiots and people learn their lesson. I found a nice little planet where my Nikto can join me. They'll love it here. Did I mention Darth Saravin offered his protection? I'll be a Sith Lord in no time. No more rules, no more rules. I'll help your people so long as me and my cult can do what we want. Maybe I'll even show you my appreciation. Well, there you go. The former ex-Jedi has turned into a Sith, and I think she'll blend right in. I can't even use a shield, so I can sell it for a little bit of money, maybe. Actually, let's go ahead and sell it right now. Turn it around for some profit. Well, there you go. It was worth almost 1,000 credits, so I'd say that that's pretty sweet. Anyway, so right before this, I actually recorded part 1 of the Battlefield 4 campaign. The reason we're doing that is because... and I talk about it really heavily in that video, so I explained the whole thing. But basically, I wanted more stuff to sprinkle over the top of our random battles and Rise of the Witch King. I wanted a bigger pool to draw from, so I explain all the nitty-gritty details there. So if you are interested in hearing all of that, you can go watch it. I don't want to hash it out again right here, but if you're interested in it, that's where you'll find it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and head to the main room, and we'll carry Dr. Loken a while. Let's see what we learn.
Cipher 4 is in. More Republic support on Manan.
Proceed with the operation. I'll hold on. Sir, I thought Lord Jadis had you on the front lines. What brings you to headquarters?
I have some research I want to do. I was hoping to visit the data archives.
Of course, but you really don't have to come all this way. I can assign analysts to you.
Go. They'll be suspicious soon.
Like I said, it's like really comforting, oddly, to have Watcher X in my head, because the dude was crazy, but he was not wrong about a lot of things, and you know, and so it's like oddly comforting to have him in my head, because it feels like you know what, like he knows all about this treachery business, he knows all about it, so it's nice that way. So and it's like I like following his direction. I feel like that he knows things. I'm like, if anybody knows about having things in your head and conspiracy, it's certainly him. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, but yeah, right before this, I did record part 1 of our Battlefield 4 campaign. So if you're interested in shooters or the Battlefield series or my channel or in general, you're welcome to go visit it. And I had a blast, and I did surprisingly well considering it's a shooter, and I'm kind of a little bit rusty on my shooters. I did really well, all things considered.
Security cameras, gas vents, lockdowns. Your personnel files are here, everything on your brainwashing. But you need to keep this secret.
I need a way to cut the power. Black out the monitors temporarily.
If you can find a power generator, you can sabotage security. You'll have a window in which to access the files unseen, but it won't last.
Thank you, voice in my head. Let's see if we can get away with it. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Like sometimes chat is stupid. Like I don't want them like spoiling anything like about movies or talking about anything like political or whatever. So I often just turn chat off because it's easier. Because it's easier than having yeah. I often turn chat off just because it's often easier. Okay, where the frick am I headed? All right. There's a lot of little probe droids. It makes me wonder if I'm supposed to be doing something. Like if there's like a bonus way, like if you don't get detected or something good happens. I don't know. Who knows, man? Alright, let's go ahead and sabotage this. Sabotage this. Ah!
This is Watcher 3. Cypher 9, are you down there? We're reading a power failure. The exit sealed automatically. Android safeguards are coming online. They'll fire at anything. Stay put until we get the backup system up.
He can't see you. Slice the system while you can.
Alright, we've got to rapidly get to where we're going here. Alright, looks like straight ahead is the first archive terminal, so let's go that way. Is there any others in there that I should know about? Yeah. Quickly now.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword cross-reference. Cypher 9. Watcher X. Killick joining. SLV-16 serum.
Searching. One record found. Displaying abstract. Security Directive 101-3A. I hereby approve the application of Castellan restraints to designate Cypher 9. Despite her effectiveness, certain Lords of the Sith have expressed concern over her confrontation with Darth Jadis. Although her choice of allegiance was laudable, no Cypher agent should ever threaten a Dark Council member. This safeguard will allow anyone with the keyword to shut down and reprogram Cypher 9's mind. She will be no danger to the Sith or the Empire. Security override. Terminal shutting down.
It's no bueno, man. I'm 100% loyal to the Empire. It's disgraceful that they think I would ever betray them. And I might point out, I didn't know about the whole Darth Jadis situation, and when push came to shove, I ultimately sided with him. So whichever Lord of the Sith decided that I might not be loyal was a moron, as they say. Why can't I shoot him? Can't see target? I beg to differ. Just like, I know for a fact he's right there. Buggy, crazy little dude. Alright, looks like we're headed to the other side. Anyway. It's fine. Movement speed impaired. Shoot them all. The good news is we're definitely going to get this bonus objective, that's for sure. Oh, I also got a combat proficiency point, and I got this one, which is activating cover pulse, makes the next snipe or lethal shot activate instantly, and increases your chance to resist force and tech attacks by 20% for 6 seconds. So basically, that's nice because when I hit this and they go flying, I can activate this one immediately. And it also said there was another one. Which one is? I think it said penetrating shots or lethal shot. Yeah, and I don't think I have that. I think that is for probably another class. Because I don't have lethal shot, but I do have snipe. So I think that's probably for the other class. But regardless, though, it is convenient to be able to, you know, send them flying after I'm in danger. I'm assuming there's guys coming, considering anything. Okay, I'll come to you if it's more convenient. Yes. Line them up for death. Just like that. And a free bonus objective. 24. I think that's because it's the old one for this planet, so we don't need that. Alright, we almost there? Yes, we are. Just into this room. Yeah, it's incredible how they thought I would actually betray the Empire. Like, reprogramming my mind? Like, I would have stayed loyal. Get closer, there we go. I could have just done the AoE, which in hindsight would have been a lot smarter. Although now I have to go and grab all their loot. A 16, that's even worse than the last one. Alright, come on, Loken. Alright, let's see what else we learn.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword Castellan restraints and reversal.
One record found. Displaying abstract.
In most subjects, implementation takes between 3 and 30 days as the IX serum circulates and rewires the brain. Once the serum is fully absorbed, the subject is primed. We apply a keyword, basic commands, and wipe his memory. No way to reverse the treatment has been developed. Theoretically, one could repeat the cycle and apply a new keyword. However, physical side effects of repeated IX serum usage could prove inhibiting. I strongly advise against it.
Security override. Terminal shutting down.
Interesting. And the last one is directly behind me. Okay. So I could hit myself with another set of serum, although it could be dangerous for my health. And I could get myself a new password that maybe that only I knew to free myself. Possibly.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword, IX serum.
Downloading chemical schematic. Displaying addendum.
We will be unable to formulate new doses of IX serum until our supply of Dimalium-6 is replenished. Recommend additional forces to Republic-occupied world of Quesh immediately, as the planet's chemical mines remain our only source.
Security override. Terminal shutting down.
You did your job well. Became the hand of Jadis, so they were afraid. Stole your free will. With the IX serum, you can get it back.
The Dark Council used intelligence to control me. They knew I was a threat as Jadis' hand.
You must be proud.
This is Watcher 3 to Cipher 9. We've restored power. Please proceed to the exit.
Aha! See, okay, so I'm getting it now. So basically, the Dark Council made this decision because they're afraid of what Jadis did. That's why, and they knew because I was the hand of Jadis. I was like the second in command of him, pretty much, or not like second in command, but like I am his loyal servant, and because of that, the Dark Council was afraid of me. So they're the ones that made intelligence that did this to my brain because they wanted, you know, they were worried about my loyalty because they knew I was a threat because I was loyal to Jadis. So basically it's the Dark Council that did this to me, but now I have got to reverse it because obviously I can't be the Dark Council's, you know, the Dark Council's little pleb, and that's the problem. And how on earth the Republic got their hands on this whole keyword situation is beyond me. But it's certainly something that we cannot allow because the Republic cannot have control of my brain, and the Dark Council can't get away with it. Jadis won't stand for it. I am the hand of Jadis, and I will not be controlled by anyone except Jadis, little heart. Okay, there we are.
I'm so sorry. Must have been a power surge. Probably lightning. You're alright?
I'm fine, but your security system got overenthusiastic. It knows better now.
I see. I'll alert the fixers. We do need to hold you until this is cleared up. Nothing personal, but you were down there unmonitored, and you know.
There's no time. The information I found is vital, and I have to reach a contact immediately.
Keeper said you might need a loose rein. Fine, but we may call you back later. Go.
They really do need to insulate those generators better, don't you think?
So true, buddy. So true. And see, I didn't even have to get aggressive with him. I literally could just lie my way out of it. Because I'm not mad at necessarily intelligence, because it wasn't their decision. The Dark Council told them to, and they did, because that's how this whole thing works. Because, you know, that's how, you know, chain of command works. But I don't necessarily blame, them for what they did. I think the whole mind control thing against disloyalty isn't cool, man. You should be able to find other ways to make them loyal. If you have to resort to this garbage, it's probably because you weren't like wise enough or good enough or strong enough to make them loyal without direct mind control, right? So if you should have the power to make loyal agents without resorting to chemicals.
This is Quesh Control to intelligence vessel. Your docking permit is approved, but your arrival is unscheduled. Please state your purpose.
Quesh Control, I'm sending you a list of chemical compounds I'd like delivered to my ship.
I can't help you, sir. I'm not authorized to access our chemical inventory. I suggest you contact Administrator Croyer's planetside. He oversees all chemical warehousing.
Point me to the Administrator, and I'll be out of your hair.
Uploading directions now. Stay safe, sir. Republic forces are close to the base and we can't guarantee protection. Quest control out.
Find the chemicals. Make the serum. You will be free again.
Haha. I'm gonna get free. Literally ran the wrong way. Oh man, I'm gonna be free of their pathetic mind control. Nobody will control my brain except for me. Nobody. I tell you what. I tell you what. But yeah, it was like I like the way I play this character because you're like brutal when you have to be, but you don't have to be a jerk. Like for instance, that quest control guy. I could have ripped his face off and hung up on him, but it's not his fault. He's not allowed to access it. Like, and I'm not like so hot-headed that I can't do that. Like, it makes sense that your character would have some self-control, that you would have the mental ability to be like, you know, have patience. You know, that not everything is gonna rock your world, which makes sense. Not everything should affect you so greatly. Like in some cases, having like a hair trigger would make a little more sense, right? But I feel like for an agent, I feel like you can't. I feel like you should be trained out of such impatience. I feel like you should be patient because your whole thing is about self-control and about, you know, being able to infiltrate and, like, you know, you can't have such a hair trigger. So the reason I have to grab this is because they won't let me onto the planet if I don't. There we go. And so I can totally drop that quest as soon as we get to the planet, but I have to grab it in order to do it. So, in case you was wondering, because otherwise it'll be like you have to get inoculated. So, tell you what though, looking forward to getting this serum, being able to quest controlled by Diversity Fleet. Elevator. It's a long elevator, so the fact that it was waiting for us is incredibly lucky. Alright, we can go ahead and abandon that because we don't care about the local planet. Boop. Loken flies up to he gets like, I'm sorry, my people need me. I must go, my people need me. Alright, okay, so it is local, so we can go ahead and just walk there. But yeah, very happy to be getting this serum and break out. And then we're gonna slowly pick off each one of these, like, Republic fools one at a time. Once I'm free, I'm gonna see if I can pretend like they still have me under control. I'm gonna see if I can pretend that they do, because then that's how I can use it against them. Like, I can pretend that they control me, and I can pretend that, you know, they still have me, and then I can use it to pick them off. It makes sense, man. It's the wise way of doing this job. But we have to make the serum so we can get out of here, that's for sure. Alright, come on, Loken. Look at all the dead bodies.
If the canisters were damaged, the Bospiridium gas will eat both flesh and circuits. You understand, my toy? Yes, now clean it up and incinerate the bodies. They're contaminated now.
Administrator Croyus?
Yes, the intelligence operative. Control informed me of your situation. I wish you told me in advance.
Do you have the compounds I need?
07, fetch! Now! You'll have your samples presently. Unfortunately, I'm out of Dynalium 6. Republic seized that chem mine some time ago, and their transports are under guard.
I'll need maps, and anything you have on their security.
You have seen the Republic forces, snipers, battle drones? Not that it matters to me. I've done my best to sate your people's appetites for hallucinogenic tea, mind eaters, or what have you. I think you'd appreciate it.
Here's the chemical supplier. He helped them change you. Are you going to let him go unpunished?
Operative?
What do you think intelligence does with your chemicals?
Oh, I couldn't guess. Dynalium 6 enhances spice, distorts memory, corrupts mood.
One blaster shot, spilled chemicals, an explosion. No evidence of murder. Make him pay if you like.
Ours has always been a profitable relationship. I have no desire to disturb that.
I could do much worse to you. Consider this a mercy.
wonder what goes through your head, Cypher.
Okay, the reason we did the way we did is because this whole mind control thing is ridiculous. So I'm putting a stop to it. Now, granted, Loken didn't like that, but like, he doesn't have to like everything I do. Okay, that one's the oldest. Okay, let's go ahead and go loot samples. Loken's probably wasn't happy about that, but whatever. Like, the whole mind control thing is ridiculous. I'm putting a stop to it. This, I mean, because it's a giant security risk. Because somehow the Republic got wind. Somehow they were able to gain control of your mind thing. So the fact is, if we didn't have that, this wouldn't have been a thing. I'm putting a stop to it. Loken may not like that, but you know what? It's just something that's going to have to happen. Anyway, okay, we'll go ahead and loot some samples, and you'll see the next set of plot. Hey, there we go. Alright, we got the samples, now we're going to combine them.
Can you feel it? The serum begins its work, bonding to spinal fluid, retracing neural pathways. Painful. Effective.
You may have saved my life. I won't forget that.
Your memory is the least of my concerns. The serum's course is unpredictable and it will take time, but you will be free from the brainwashing. For now, the SIS is waiting. They won't recognize your chance to escape when it comes, but I will.
Hey man, he might have been rude, but I'm still thankful.
It's good for it, Master. Make her nose.
Codename Saber to Codename Leggett. We've been waiting for your all clear. Everything all right?
Things are going surprisingly well.
Glad to hear it. You're part of the team and we worry. Master Koth has another mission for you. He wants you heading to the Hoth system soon as possible. Contact him once you arrive. Saber out.
Codename Legate to Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command receiving, Leggett. Don't be surprised if I cut out. The whole Hoth system is murder on the comms. And not so good for people, either.
I'll keep the signal clear. What's my mission?
Hoth's a frozen rock, not worth much on its own. But years back, it saw one of the war's biggest battles. Hundreds of ships got dragged into the atmosphere, made a sort of a starship graveyard for the best girls in the fleet. You're going to bring one home.
There's got to be a catch.
It's a war zone down there. Republic salvage operations, Imperial saboteurs, and the White Maw, a few thousand pirates who want the scrap for themselves. Plus, the Starbreeze is a Mu-type shuttle, slip of a thing. Haven't been able to locate her in the wreckage. Our only lead is inside the Imperial Army.
What makes the SIS want the shuttle so badly?
The Starbreeze belongs to the Republic. It's important to us. That's all I can say for now.
You don't completely trust me. I understand.
Give it time. You don't trust me either. But we'll work together to help this galaxy. We have reports that Lyak Davos, an Imperial Admiral who fought in the Battle of Hoth, is assembling an expedition to the Starship Graveyard. He's after a long list of salvage, the Starbreeze included. Join Admiral Davos and get that shuttle to us instead.
If I steal the Admiral's prize, it won't be long before someone figures it out.
You're craftier than that. You do this right, no one has to know. Codename Hunter will contact you from the field. He's en route to Hoth now. In the meantime, talk to Admiral Davos' search and recovery men at the Imperial base. With any luck, they'll show us the way.
Yes, very well. It will be done. I can't wait to use this opportunity to kill one of you plebs. Alright, so, lots of people want to talk. I guess we can go ahead and talk to Loken first.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejarik player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
By all means, continue.
I wouldn't want to take your time, but Master Vector, we should talk again.
Of course, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill.
I wonder how you manage them.
Leadership is such a delicate thing.
My team knows what they're doing.
A fine philosophy until one stabs you in the back.
I mean, that's not technically true. I don't necessarily trust Kaleo, so that's not quite true.
Cypher, join us.
But you sound like you've thought about this.
I confess it had crossed my mind. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
Okie dokie, Doctor. Alright. So, I guess we can go ahead and talk to... Vector is what's next. Hey man, what's up?
We've been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dart ship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration, when the lost nests departed Alderaan.
You said no one knew what happened after the other Killiks left.
We still don't. But our travels have caused a buried memory to surface. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the lost one's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
Vector, if you want a favor, you'll have to do better than that.
We'd ask you to come with us, but all we expect to find is dust and petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
I'll be here when you're done. Take care of yourself.
And you.
So, you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Killiks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
I know this isn't the end you were hoping for.
We forged a connection to the lost colony. Even if we didn't find it, this means a great deal. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
Maybe you should handle this.
Daizana of Lese. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Killiks will dance and sing tonight.
You're getting a little familiar with Vector for my comfort.
She is a joiner, Agent. It's how we are.
Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lese shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I'd love to see a Killik celebration. Lead the way.
Don't worry. We'll be out before the pheromones bond to your system.
The Membrosia runs in golden rivers.
You're doing well. Accompany the joiners, if you wish. Morning comes soon. We're impressed. You held up well. More to the point, you brought together the fragments of an ancient people. We can't fully express our gratitude. we hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and are at peace.
I'm glad you're in high spirits. Call it a day then?
Agreed, Agent.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. I mean, hey, he found a lost colony, I guess. That's great. It's like there's all this killing stuff. It's incredibly confusing. No idea. No idea. Alright. Search and Recovery Headquarters.
Satellite's dead. What do your people know about Grid Alpha 9?
Pirate territory, heavily fortified.
Can you get me numbers?
Perhaps, but our manpower is limited.
Manpower? Excuse me. Captain Leo Firth, Search and Recovery. Saw your docking authorization. You must be our visitor from intelligence.
Come here, Sergeant. What's your name?
Sergeant Athentero, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, permanently attached to Imperial Search and Recovery. It is an honor to work with our allies in the Empire.
Please excuse us, Sergeant. Your friends in the Chiss Ascendancy know Hoth pretty well, but friendship only goes so far. So, what is it you came here for?
Leek Davos, head of Search and Recovery. Where is he?
The Admiral's a good man, but you're out of luck. He left base with his expedition 36 hours ago. Long-range comms are almost useless in this weather. You want to wait? He'll be back in a few weeks.
If this were an emergency, how would you reach him?
Look, there might still be a crew at the expedition launch site. It's where the Admiral's supply line to the Starship graveyard starts. But trying to reach the launch point now is suicide. Weather's bad, and there are Republic commandos in the area.
I don't plan to stay out longer than I have to, but Admiral Davos isn't leaving without me.
Understood, sir. I hope you find what you're after.
Alright, fair enough. To the expedition launch site. Hello, knock knock.
Admiral, unless you're worried about the captain's flare.
No. We cannot wait.
Intruder alert.
You're a bit on edge, don't you think?
Officer, I am Admiral Davos, commander of this expedition. You were not expected.
I have full authorization to be here. Is there a problem?
You must excuse our caution. Hoth is not a world that forgives mistakes, a lesson that scarred me long ago.
Weapons down, everyone.
We are in the midst of a delicate operation. These men are preparing to follow me to the Starship graveyard.
By order of Lord Jadis, I am to join your expedition and ensure the interests of the Empire.
I see. Months ago, I could have accommodated this. Now, I'm afraid we approach the crisis point, and I cannot afford additional risk. Commander, torture her and find out what she knows. Then kill her.
Wow. That's it. All of you die. Filthy traitor. Do I look like a rebel? Huh? Do I? Pathetic. That's what I have to say about that. Pathetic.
You live. It is good. Don't bother returning to base. Captain Firth is gone, and Admiral Davos bribed most of the others.
Admiral Davos just tried to kill me. What's going on?
No time. Transmission breaking up. There is a location beyond the frozen lake. You'll find answers. Coordinates sent.
I'm on my way.
For the glory of the Ascendancy.
Apparently the only people you can trust are the Chiss. Oh yes, the Chiss base. Finally, with people I can trust. My fellow people.
Careful now.
You think maybe they'll be nicer than the Admiral was, considering he tried to blow my face off? He's like, torture her, then kill her. Like, you realize I'm an Imperial too, right? This is like, oh yeah? I'd love to see you try it, moron. Alright. Knock, knock. Hello?
Well, as secret bases go, this isn't bad at all.
Sir, sorry for not contacting you sooner. No one thought Admiral Davos's men would actually start shooting. Ensign Rena Temple, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Welcome to Zero Station.
Good to meet you, Ensign. Even under unusual circumstances.
We'll have to talk later. It's been ages since I've seen anything with snow on this world. This is a top-secret Chiss Ascendancy installation. Self-sufficient, running in parallel with the above-ground outposts. Paranoia at work.
But our paranoia paid off.
And this is our base commander, SWTOR Saganu.
It's an honor to have you with us, despite the situation with Admiral Davos. Welcome home.
It's good to be among friends, sir.
You have the ensign to thank, you know. It isn't the homeworld, but she was instrumental in bringing you here. My agents have been watching Admiral Davos for months. We became suspicious when he brought in his own crew, officers loyal to him, and covered it with bribes. Lately, he brought heavy equipment and guns, built an army for his expedition to the Starship Graveyard. You threatened his control.
A career admiral doesn't commit treason out of the blue.
He must be after the Graveyard's salvage, prototype technology, military databanks. It could make him unimaginably wealthy. I won't proceed without Imperial sanction. Grant it, and we can stop Admiral Davos and his plans together.
Okay, so, you know, I've been thinking a lot. Quick little side thing here. I'm noticing the flirt option. The funny thing about the whole situation with Vector is, like, I like him, but it's so incompatible with my character because our differences, right, is that my character doesn't care about death and bloodshed. He doesn't like that. I find the whole Killick, like, third-person thing weird, and I don't particularly like that. So I'm tempted to stop flirting with Vector and stop pursuing it altogether, like, and then just care, and then like flirt with this guy, for instance, because I do like him, and you know, and carry other companions and stuff. Like, I'm tempted to stop the whole like pursue Vector thing altogether because we're so incompatible, and I like him as a character, but in character for role-playing purposes, I don't think we're compatible at all. So I might stop flirting with him altogether, stop pursuing him, and then just you know, do whatever I want. So on that note,
I like you, Aristocra. You're young, smart, professional. We'll make a good team.
I hope you're right. I enjoy a challenging partnership. The White Moor pirates control the wastelands between here and the Starship Graveyard. The Admiral's been sending his people out there for weeks.
My scouting party caught them burying some sort of supply caches. We don't know what the Admiral's caches are for, but if you could get us reconnaissance scans, they might give us a lead on the man himself.
First we learn what he's up to, then we close in.
These are the drop point locations. Contact me when you get the scans, and we'll find our man. Chiss Honor.
Works for me. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, because I've been thinking about it a lot since we've started, like, trying to flirt with Vector and stuff. I've been thinking about it a lot, and just the more I think about it, the less I like it. So yeah, methinks that we'll probably just stop pursuing Vector and we'll move on with our lives. I feel like our love is doomed to fail, and it's time to move on with our lives. I am a young Chiss woman, and it's time to pursue other options. Alright, here we're at the first location. It's also in a heroic area, so, you know, be afraid.
Sir, this is Ensign Temple. Looks like that cache is full of stolen Imperial equipment. Given how the pirates are guarding it, I'm guessing it's a gift from Admiral Davos to the White Moor.
Where does that leave us?
I advise continuing the recon. A little luck and we'll pin down which White Moor faction the Admiral's dealing with. If you can tag the caches for tracking, that wouldn't hurt either. Temple out.
Alright, tag the cache. Let's see if we can do it without pissing off the gold guy. I'm not saying I can't kill him. I absolutely could. I'm just lazy and I don't want to. The cache contains weapons and equipment left by Admiral Davos's men. Steal the contents. Boogala, boogala, boogala. Stealing it means what? Like, using it for myself? Yeah, I don't like... pro-Imperial. Like, let's do it roleplay-wise. Give it to the Empire.
Tracking signal coming in.
Not only give it to the Empire, give it to the Chiss or whoever else wants it. I think it's be much faster to teleport back to that little place there, and then just walk down a little bit. Anyway, I'll head to the second cache, and of course I'll show you if anything important happens or whatever.
This is Hunter to Leggett. Hope you weren't getting lonely. I'm on planet, but signals don't carry here. Arden Koth authorized me to take your reins. Have you found the Star Breeze yet?
If you want this done right, I need time. Uninterrupted time.
You didn't answer my question. Now I'm gonna have to force you. Keyword onomatophobia. Command, deliver your mission report.
I'm attempting to locate Admiral Davos, who will lead us to the Starbreeze.
Good. Obedience comes easier when you don't have a choice. Contact me as soon as you find the shuttle. Hunter, out.
Smart, arrogant, cautious. Don't underestimate him.
Oh, he dies the most painful. Like, he's gonna pay in blood, I can promise you that.
Temple here. Like we thought, those caches are a gift from Admiral Davos to the Pirate Coalition. Specifically, he's paying off a group called the Marauders. Raiders and hijackers, influential with the other pirate gangs.
But what's the reason?
The Marauders have a camp nearby. Guard looks light at the moment. We're going to take a team in. Meet us there and we'll dig up some answers. Temple out.
I would be happy to rendezvous with my fellow Chiss. Alright, here we are, finally. Got through all the pirates. Kill the Chiss, save the human for questioning. Save my friends.
Past you! Stop! Look at me and stop. That's right. Keep looking here. I'll keep talking, and you keep looking. Sir, if you're going to do anything, do it now.
Bizarre. How she did that's beyond me. Die, you pirate scum! Well, Ensign Temple, you care to explain how you mind controlled or whatever all them people?
Are you all right, Ensign?
I'm fine. Check on the others. Sir, I suppose you want an explanation.
What are you? Ensign? Jedi? Sith?
What I did back there, it was a force trick, sir. I'm just powerful enough to get into trouble. No lightning, no seeing the future, I never trained. If the Sith knew, they'd have me killed. That's why I left Imperial service for the Chiss Ascendancy.
If the Sith knew, you could become one of them.
Only if I survived the Sith Academy. And I wouldn't. Please, I know you served Darth Jadus, but let me finish this job before you judge me.
There's no time for distractions. Proceed.
Getting a call from Zero Station. They finished analyzing the pirate data.
Agent, Ensign Temple, you do the Defense Force proud. It seems Admiral Davos has been trying to arrange safe passage through pirate territory to the Starship Graveyard. The pirates have agreed to meet, today.
Is that spark in your eye for me, or the operation?
Any new endeavor makes the blood run swift. The meet is in the primary Marauder base, heavily fortified. Attack head-on, and the attendees slip away. However, a cave system runs under the base, moves softer than a shadow, and you could tap the cave wall.
You're sending her to the bone pits.
The caves are inhabited by animal life and resemble a slaughterhouse. But it's the perfect place from which to observe the meeting.
Sounds dangerous, but I'm willing to take a risk.
Once you're in place, you can use a laser drill and microcord camera to tap the wall.
My team will be in touch from Zero Station. Good luck to you.
We need to move out, but be careful in the monster's den.
Thank you, Ensign Temple. And we will, it looks like we're going to a den of monsters, but that's like a Monday morning for me, that's for sure.
Agent, you're in position. Burn a hole through that wall and feed in the camera.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so there was a bonus objective to kill 4 of like the really powerful Wampas, which we did. And we are almost level 40, which is awesome. And here we are at our objective.
Where is Admiral Davos? I did not invite servants.
I act in the Admiral's name. I'll show you.
Getting audio only. Can you see anything?
That's Captain Firth, one of the Admiral's men. I don't know the pirate.
Begin playback.
Ashok the Unyielding, I am honored by your invitation. I am Admiral Davos, and I fought in the Battle of Hoth. Unlike my peers, I was left to the icy wastes. For 6 months I wandered the wreckage. As I lost my vitality, I found many items of great value. Weapons, artifacts, even a Republic shuttle full of secrets. I hid them in the starship graveyard, so that I might one day claim my prize.
Today's that day. Give us safe passage into the starship graveyard, and we'll all leave rich.
You may want to cut your observations short.
Is there a problem?
The locals don't appreciate us using their cave.
Yeah, I'd say there's a problem. It's a good thing I ain't scared of some stupid wampa. Let me just get close enough to actually shoot them. There we go. Well, I got 2 out of 3 before they even reached me. Pretty proud of that. Well, there you go. See, it's just that easy. Alright. Make a quick phone call.
Situation under control. What happened with the meeting?
We cut a deal, sir. The pirates are going to escort Admiral Davos to his treasure, but they outlined their route. I think we know where they're heading.
Admiral Davos can't leave this planet with his horde. Understood?
Yes, sir. The aristocrat and I can meet you at the edge of the starship graveyard. There's an Imperial outpost there. Zaganu can fill you in. He likes you, by the way. And we can plan a final approach. Temple out.
Ho ho! He likes me! Wink, wink. Alright. Looks like this dude has something to loot. So don't be deceived, I already looted that guy way over there. It's one of those lights that doesn't go away. Anyway, looks like we're moving on, looks like. Okay, here we are at the last base before we get to the starship graveyard. And we're gonna locate the SWTOR. I don't know how you pronounce his title.
We'd be buried alive by the 3rd marker. Bring up the northern passage. Let me see.
She's here, sir.
I'm aware of that. Resume planning. Glad to see you, Agent. Thanks to your surveillance, we have a lock on Admiral Davos' destination. He and his men are being escorted to a crashed Republic super dreadnought in the heart of the starship graveyard. His horde is there.
Have some faith in me, Aristocrat. I won't disappoint you.
I promise, you are not in question. The horde is sealed in the tertiary launch bay, protected by an army of Whitemoor pirates.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the bad news?
There's no other kind.
Lovely. Go on.
This isn't a one-squad operation. The Defense Force will join you for the assault.
I'll take any help you can give.
I suggest a 2-pronged approach. You slip past the pirates on the super dreadnought and deactivate the blast doors.
That'll let my team in. We can rendezvous at the launch bay. We'll be your backup.
Together against 1,000 pirates and Imperial traitors. It'll be memorable.
Something to tell your grandchildren. Once it's declassified.
Dismissed, all of you. It's time to move.
Good luck, sir. I'll see you at the dreadnought.
One last thing. You've done us proud. The Ascendancy needs more like you in the Empire. But more than that, you embody the red flame. Our courage, our cunning, and our discipline. You are a remarkable woman.
Isn't there anything else you want to say? Before I risk my life.
There's nothing more I want to say. It's time. Admiral Davos is on the move, and my forces are waiting. If all goes well, perhaps we'll meet again.
Oh, we'll meet again, my love. Hey, level 40. Yeah, I feel like we have a much better. I already feel like we have a better connection than me and Vector did. That's for sure. Worth it. I ship it. We're so cute together. and he looks like so bomb with like the super white, like he looks like a leader. He looks like a leader. I like it. Anyway, we'll go ahead and head to our super dreadnought or whatever the freak it was called. We'll head to the Starbreeze, and we are gonna get our loot. Okay, here we are inside the Starbreeze. I'm pretty sure that's where we are. Anyway, and there was a bonus objective to kill 12 pirates, which we did. And now we are about to talk to Temple. Oh, I thought that was an enemy, so I was like, ah! But no. About to talk to Temple. What's up, girl?
Free following. Blasters and flame projectors.
All right, keep them at a distance. Sir, enemies in pursuit. More expected. Bit of a nightmare, but we'll hold them off.
What's the situation?
Admiral Davos and his horde should be down that corridor somewhere. Quite possibly with his escort.
11, 12 more. Marauders and Scourge.
Aristocra's Saganu is holding our escape route outside. We'll keep the pirates off your back. Do what you came to do.
Alright, but don't you die on me, okay? Don't you die on me, yo. I'm gonna go in, do my job, but I don't want to come back and find a bunch of bodies. And they're like, they held to the end. I'd be like, well, it would have been better if they survived till the end. How about that? Alright, we can finally catch this filthy traitor, and he's going to pay in blood.
It's still here. Still waiting for us.
Admiral, intruder.
Target her, but do not fire. The hand of Jadus lives. I wondered what became of you.
I know about your horde and your deal with the pirates. You betrayed the Empire.
You say that so easily. I waited years to return to Hoth and reclaim my retirement funds. My superiors were never to know.
We should take her now.
Silence. You complicated matters. Forced us to part ways with the Empire. But this can be mended. Tell me what you desire.
No talking. It's time to die.
Oh, no time for words, boy. You're all traitors and you're all going to die. And no amount of you temporarily paralyzing me is going to change that. How do you like that, bro chacho? Well, there you go. Bunch of filthy traitors. Now they're filthy dead traitors, which, to be honest, the best kind of traitor is the dead kind. So, pretty happy about that outcome.
Codename Legate to Hunter. I have located the Starbreeze.
You look like hell. Fiery as always. Get that shuttle running and rendezvous at these coordinates. Hunter, out.
Sir, pirates are down, but I'm the only one left. We need to get moving.
Have you been injured?
Scratches, sir. Deep scratches. Force trick saved my life.
If we're in any hurry, I don't think we can get this thing off the ground without help.
We'll discuss this later. Get inside the Starbreeze now.
Understood, sir.
Ah, what a waste. It's so sad. I was like, darn it, Ensign, I told you to survive. I mean, you survived, but all those cool Chiss guys died. Darn it all. Filthy pirate scum. And speaking of scum, let's talk to Hunter.
Nice landing. Let's take a look. Solid body, not a scratch on her. And she came with my shuttle? What's her name?
Ensign Rena Temple, sir. CHIS Expansionary Defense Force.
Of course. Minder 17, Imperial Intelligence. Excellent work, both of you.
I couldn't have done any of this without her.
I praise. Maybe she deserves a promotion. I'll fly the shuttle to its final destination. You can take my ride home. Ensign, why don't you go run a systems check? I need a minute with the agent.
I'll chisel the ice off the pilot seat for you.
Arden Koth will be happy. But the girl, we agree she needs to die, right?
That's unnecessary. She knows better than to reveal classified intelligence.
Maybe I like to be careful. Look, you've worked with her. You've bonded with her. Fine. I'm not heartless. Maybe she'll even be useful. You want her to live? You take responsibility. Stash her on your ship. She doesn't talk to anyone. Doesn't learn about the SIS.
I guarantee she won't be a problem.
Just to be sure, though, I'm putting a command in your brain. Keyword, onomatophobia. If Rena Temple becomes a threat to our mission, or leaves your supervision, you will kill her. You won't have a choice.
Sorry, I didn't meet your friend. I must have taken a wrong turn.
Sir, Minder 17 told me about the transfer. I'm a little surprised. If intelligence wants me out of the CHIS Defense Force, though, I won't argue. Nice as it would have been to pack an overnight bag.
You'll fit right in, Ensign. You shouldn't worry.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic opportunity. My father would love this. But if I can ask, why do you want me here?
You're versatile, capable, and young enough to learn. You could be a brilliant operative.
Really? Well, maybe it's time for a career change after all.
Dr. Eckhard Loken. We should swap stories about your father.
You know my father?
Oh, forgive me, Cypher. I'm afraid the cold's starting to get to me. I'll meet you both back on the ship.
Behold our fourth companion, Ensign Temple. And we'll absolutely be carrying her, and probably carry her over Loken, to be honest. Most likely. Tell you what, though, Hunter is gonna die painfully. Someday, I'm gonna catch up with him, and I will burn him alive. I promise you that. So, got all that done. I guess now we're gonna go talk. I assume we're gonna go talk to, oh, use your ship's holo terminal. Well, that's easy. I was about to say, I assume we're gonna go talk to the, that sexy CHIS dude, but apparently not. No such luck. But hey, we'll catch up with them. Our love was real. I felt the connection. Don't feel the connection with Vector though. So we're definitely gonna let that relationship dwindle off because wasn't feeling the fire at all.
This is Leggett to Base Command. Mission complete.
Base Command here. Hunter gave me his report. He spoke highly of you. Not a lot of people earn his praise.
The man was nothing but a very snide obstacle.
He's testing you. He's good at that. I'm grateful the Starbreeze is in one piece. She'll help us win this war. Now, Hoth and Terrace makes two. Ready for the final stage?
You still haven't told me what this is about. You sent me after a Republic shuttle and a science project.
All for good reason, I promise. Maybe you've heard of it. A death trap of a planet called Quesh. Our primary objective's there. I want you en route.
On my way, sir.
Get to these coordinates when you arrive and we'll be in touch. Base Command out.
Interesting development. Looks like we're going back to Quesh. We got a new rifle. Is it worth anything? Yeah, I'll take that. I think it's worth a slight accuracy decrease. And we got to make a call.
Agent, I hope this recorded message finds you well. This is Aristocrat Saganu of the CHIS Expansionary Defense Force. I never got the chance to see you off Hoth. Understandable, things were hectic. But you represent the future of the CHIS Ascendancy, and that will not go unrecognized. I pronounce you merit adoptive of House Miorani, my house. In another age, I would have kept you by my side, spent our days and nights together. Now this is my only gift. Fight well, my red flame.
Saganu out.
Oh! Anyone else feel like, oh my gosh, the fire no? see, tell me that he was not more like loving and romantic than Vector ever was. Like, that's freaking awesome. I wish that was a title. So that's the reason I checked, because I was like, are we lucky enough for that to be an actual title? All right. Anyway, everybody wants to chat. So much to do. We'll talk with Ensign first. Miss Temple, what's up?
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
I'll make sure you're brought up to speed, Ensign.
I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
As part of my crew, you have my protection.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
Oh, you're already irreplaceable. Wink, wink. So, interesting though. That's so cool that he left a message, and I felt the fire. I was like, see, our love was real. That's for sure.
My good friend, allow an old man some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence.
Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cipher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
You have my sympathies, Doctor.
No need for that. It has been 30 years. But I like to pay my respects. Cipher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
Were you partners?
I was technical advisor on several of his assignments, and we shared a taste in Mirialan cuisine. Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few ciphers survive past year 5?
The odds aren't good for any of us.
Quite so.
I admire the line you walk between obedience and ingenuity. Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies.
Be careful not to end up without recourse.
There's some truth there, I'll admit. We'll see what happens.
Friendly advice from one who knows. I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
Appreciate the friendly advice, bro Chacho, but my methods aren't necessary. That's just the truth of that. Alright, Kaleo.
Hello, Kaleo. What's going on?
Hey, so I've been thinking, with all the stuff I've told you about my past, we ever talk about the Brenthal anarchists?
You've mentioned their existence and that you worked with them. No details.
Then here's a morsel for you. We were the Revolutionary Edge Brigade. So was probably me and a dozen other guys. We blew up hollow relays, robbed banks, kidnapped politicos and corporate honchos. Did a lot of damage.
You never struck me as especially political. Why do you join the anarchists?
Kind of an accident. I started with the local gangs. Someone saw my potential. I wasn't really in it for the philosophy. Even so, there's times I look at who we work for now and, well, I never thought I'd end up helping a bunch of dictators, you know?
Sounds like you believe in what you did after all.
Maybe. Maybe not. Thing is, I'm actually pretty content. I've got money, company's decent. Even your squad's growing on me. Hypocrisy's a funny thing. See you around, Agent.
I hope I'm not prying. I overheard a bit of your conversation and couldn't help but wonder, have you noticed anything unusual about Kaleo's behavior lately?
Less griping, more cheer. Other than that, no.
Interesting. I hadn't spotted that.
However, I've noticed some encoded messages broadcast to and from the ship. Kaleo has access to the relay, and I'm trying to assess all possibilities.
Let me know if anything happens, or if you find out more about those transmissions.
Of course. I always enjoy a puzzle.
Keep me informed, buddy. I don't want her pulling a fast one on us.
Look, I'm sorry to dump this on you, but you're gonna need to live without me for a little while. It'll be quick, but I need time off to wrap up some personal things.
If you need to go, I won't keep you. Is there anything I can do?
Sweet of you to ask, but no.
And I was worried I'd miss your departure. Kaleo, we've had our differences, but I wanted to wish you the best of luck. I'm sure the Wheezer and his Revolutionary Edge Brigade will be delighted to have you back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you would permit this, though. Letting Kaleo see her old anarchist friends must violate any number of Imperial regulations.
Clearly, I haven't been filled in.
I've traced encoded messages sent from this ship to the leader of the Brental anarchists.
Look, it's not what you think. The Wheezer got in touch, said he needed help. Didn't say why, but I figure security's cracking down on the cell again.
Why didn't you say anything?
The Wheezer was good to me, so I thought I'd lend a hand. Figured telling you would make trouble, get someone killed. If you don't trust me, come back with me and watch my back. We'll buy him off somehow. Might actually survive that way.
I can make contact myself, or go through the Citadel.
He doesn't want your help, and he doesn't trust you. It has to be me.
She may have a point. And if the Wheezer is expecting her, he's a problem that must be addressed.
Zooms in on the wall distantly.
We'll do this, but we do it my way. You step out of line.
Yeah, I got it. I'll get in touch with him. One call to set up the meeting.
I'll leave you to your work.
We're all set. The Wheezer will meet us at the Hutta spaceport. Just try to make this go without a fight. I don't need to lose either of you.
That would depend on how he backs off or what he wants. It would depend on how respectful he can be, eh? Alright, looks like Vector's next. I wonder if this is going to be a difficult conversation.
Agent, we've had time to think since reuniting the Killik colony. Not that our work hasn't kept us busy, but we didn't actually thank you for allowing our pilgrimage. You should come with us next time.
No need to thank me. You ever need support, just say the word.
We'll try not to make you regret that offer. There's something else. In the old days, as a diplomat, we used to be able to read people. Since our joining, that's gotten harder, so we have to be direct. Is our relationship becoming unprofessional?
Unprofessional? Vector, you don't always need to treat me like your superior.
Then how do you want us to treat you?
I care for you. That's all I can really say.
That's all we need. We still have much to relearn in this life. Feelings the Killiks can't perceive. We're in no hurry. Just know that we're here.
I'm not sure what I just did. Like, I can't tell. I was trying to be nice. Like, I still want to be his friend. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I'm making it up as I go along, okay?
How are things, Vector?
Agent, when we communed with the other nests, we saw a force for change in the galaxy. There are Killiks as large as starships and as small as mites, joiners from 100 species on 1,000 worlds. We mean to report on the Killik colony to the diplomatic service.
The colony's been in hiding for a long time, and the Killiks may not appreciate it.
We've shared thoughts with Daizana of the Lacey nest, and we've assessed the limits of their cooperation. If the service can make entreaties to the colony, if we make them an ally, we'll have a foothold in the unknown regions. We'd have access to Killik craftsmanship, joiner information. Even without their military support, they would be invaluable.
What would an Imperial Killik alliance take?
We've outlined a proposal. The Killiks want peace and resources, and the Empire can offer both. And if the Empire doesn't make allies of the Killiks, someone else may get to them first.
However I can assist, say the word.
We'd ask you to sign off on the report. Other than that, we'll keep your offer in mind. Thank you.
Oh man, our relationship is proving to be tumultuous. There we go, I managed it. It's proven to be rocky, okay? Like, I can't tell if we're off or on. I'm probably gonna stop pursuing it actively, but I'm not gonna be mean, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a tough, if it comes like to an ultimatum of do it or don't, then we'll just do the best we can. Anyway, let's go ahead and head over to Quesh. We can pretend it's the first time we've been there. I'll be like, what? We're going here? That's crazy, or whatever. And pretend I wasn't just here for my own reasons, wink wink. And we'll see what happens.
Encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. We don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
I'm still inside the SIS. I'm making progress, but I can't give details.
I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cipher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
It won't be much longer. I promise.
Your job is to learn what the SAS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Koth. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep her out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.
Trying to be patient, and I didn't need the freaking, like, you didn't need to read me the job description, woman. Like, I know what my stupid objectives are. Like, if you only knew the kind of stress I was under. And you know what? Up your nose with the rubber hose. How about that? She's been, like, climbing down my throat, telling me what my freaking job is and what I'm supposed to be doing. But, like, you know what? I'm doing the best I can here. I'm single-handedly playing these, like, back-and-forth spy games with the leader of the SIS, or whatever this guy is, and all of his stupid cronies with mind control from you guys that I can't do anything about yet. Like, what do you want from me, woman? Like, how about you take care of this? Oh, wait, you can't take care of this because you're worthless without me. How about that? Anyway, go on this like crazy rant, like it's just ridiculous. She's all climbing down my throat. You'd be like, how about you just stay out of my face? How about that? I'm getting it done. If you want, you know, like I need people to stop interrupting me. Whether it's Hunter, like being all womanizer on me and like forcing me to, you know, like forcing me to do stuff all the time. I wonder if I can actually go on the thing even though, because I was inoculated once. I don't know if it'll let me or not. Anyway. Or whether it's her, or whether it's Keeper telling me, you know, you're not doing your job. Oh, I can't. So if you were inoculated once, guess you're good to go. Anyway, it's always something, all right? It's always something. You can't have anything. It's ridiculous. All right, anyway, I'll head to our objective, and, well, you know, we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, here we are. Let's see what all of this is going to entail.
Come on. This is codename Leggett. I'm in position, awaiting orders.
Leggett, nice to see you outside Hoth. A little color in the air brings out your eyes.
I look forward to the day I don't have to tolerate your leering.
You make it sound like it bothers you. Hunter to deck. Report in.
Codename Saber in position. Good to see you, Leggett.
Codename Wheel ready for operations.
And I'll be in position shortly. It's good to see you together as a team. Too many solo jobs nowadays. But now we're together for the most important job we've ever done. We're here for a weapon. One that can stop this war. Over a decade ago, Colonel Omas of the Republic Special Forces assembled a team of the galaxy's greatest scientists. The scientists led by Nason Godera were instructed to design a weapon capable of turning back the Imperial threat. A shadow arsenal of missiles cloaked from detection and more powerful than any made before.
Colonel Omas died at the Battle of Hoth. Nason Godera moved on to other things. Everyone assumed the Shadow Arsenal was never completed. But it was. Nason Godera built the Shadow Arsenal on Quesh, then concealed it in a fit of conscience.
A man doesn't build an arsenal without knowing what it'll be used for.
Without the Colonel to lead them, the scientists decided the weapon was too destructive. Godera called it catastrophic. He wiped all records.
That's why you've all been running around the galaxy. The ultrawave transmitter had Nason Godera's weapon activation codes. Colonel Omas's shuttle, the Starbreeze, led us to this star system.
And the assault on Mangaza? Wheel and I...
Gave us one more key. There are 200 missiles in the Shadow Arsenal. Only takes one to destroy Koth City. Threat alone should make the Sith surrender.
Your plan won't work. Destroy Koth City. Destroy the Korriban Academy. They'll only want revenge.
Then we'll have to fight. The missiles are still inside the old manufacturing complex. 2 square kilometers of factories and tunnels.
Sealed up but still intact. The scientists couldn't bear to destroy their work, so they built defenses 50 years ahead of Republic standard.
We're going to secure the facility. I'll bring in the shuttle and locate the Shadow Arsenal.
Saber, take out the main batteries. Wheel, see what you can do with the main computer.
Affirmative.
Leggett, you'll penetrate the structure at these coordinates, bypass the droids and lower the facility shields so our shuttle can land.
Just stay in contact. You'll know when it's done.
May the Force be with us, my friends. Ending the cup.
And Leggett, in case you had any doubts, keyword, onomatophobia. You will lower the shields, and the Shadow Arsenal will be ours.
Oh, I hate him so badly. Well, that's bad news, man. That's bad news bears. They had this, like, super secret missile arsenal that can, like, blow up everything I hold in love, dear.
Nasty. Can we take some of them home along with the missiles?
Mr. Saber, you're going to make me feel unwanted.
Watch the banner. But it's not a bad idea.
Kids, please be quiet. Anyway, these guys are gonna destroy everything I know and love. Like, it can't happen. I won't let it. I'll find some way to sabotage it. I will not let this happen. These Republic dogs. Ugh. Oh. Alright, apparently we're fighting for our lives. Anyway, I'll head to where we need, and you guys will see anything important.
Reading an ion buildup. I need to bring the shuttle down now. Leggett, Saber, it's all up to you.
No choice. Deactivated.
This is Leggett. Shields are down. The shuttle is clear to land.
And Saber did her part. We'll have the Shadow Arsenal on board and headed for Republic space within the hour. You're going to hold position here. Protect the controls until we're gone.
Do you have a rendezvous in mind?
Leggett, this is goodbye for now. Go back to Imperial Intelligence. Shore up your contacts. We'll be in touch in a few months.
They don't need you anymore.
Hold position. Keyword, onomatophobia. And thank you.
They're going to win. Now we're out of time.
If they get the Shadow Arsenal off Quesh, this war becomes a lot bloodier.
The IX serum has been eating at you since you injected it. Carving neural pathways. Bleaching your brain. It isn't finished, but it'll have to suffice. We're going to rewrite your programming. New commands, new keyword, no outside control. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Fesh Protocol, Phase 1. New keyword. Iconoclasm.
Keyword accepted. Fesh Protocol engaged.
Now you have access. You can force your mind and body to obey a new program. Tell me what you want.
Nothing is going to stop me from getting revenge. Not anymore.
Embed assassination commands. Keyword activate from user only. Accept no outside orders.
Assassination commands embedded. Accepting no further orders.
Revert to Phase 0. You're free now. Time for me to go. But stop the SIS. Find out how they obtained Imperial brainwashing codes. There are truths you need to know.
Sir, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Those holocalls I've been getting? The people making them are our new targets. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I just hope you're going to explain this later.
Oh, don't you worry. I will absolutely explain this. But alas, we must motate. We have revenge to get. We're free at last, children. Free at last. Let's go kill some Republic dogs. Especially considering they tried to leave me on the planet to die. As if they weren't gonna die before, they're like dead to the second power now. Oh, well, well, look who I just found. Haha. Temple, are you ready to kill some plebs? I certainly am. Let's do it. Hi, idiots.
Minor damage to left tertiary servo motor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
Turns out our leader needed reinforcements.
Has unexpected opposition been encountered?
Comms have been spotty since we got inside, but I didn't hear anything.
How convenient. People die easier when they don't know you're coming.
No! Damn it, not now! We'll go!
Haha, sorry, I was scrambling to unmute my mic. There's one punk gun. Haha. There's two of them actually. Two of them dead. Alright. We are almost there. Temple, you don't know how long this has been coming. For you, this seems like it was a quick little problem. For me, it has been a long time coming. Alright. Tell you what though, I switched Temple to damage. She's a beast in damage mode. She's like slaying everything. Like I had her as a healer out of habit, but she wasn't doing a very good job. Like I kept getting really hurt. So I was like, you know what, let's just switch her to a different role. So I switched her to other things and now she's been doing a lot better ever since. Well, well, look who I just found. Time to die.
Blasted machine.
Marking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the Shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
Do you know what happens when you cage an animal? She gets vicious.
Is that how you think? You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Ardenkoth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi Knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
You failed at being a Jedi. Now you fail at being a spy. Time to die.
Oh, haha! Get him! Oh, revenge is so sweet. Get stunned, idiot. Oh, man. Well, well, Mr. I used to be a Jedi. Not incredibly impressive.
You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
You're going to die knowing the Republic will fall.
There is no death. There is the Force.
He's not getting back up. I think we just saved the Empire.
Yeah, Mrs. Disapproval. Screw everyone. All of you, all of my companions are idiots. All of you. They deserved it. They brainwashed me for a whole chapter. You guys are, all of you are idiots.
Self-righteous prig. Even this was too good for him.
What did he do to you, sir?
Cypher. Imperial again, huh? And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
Thought of traveling with you makes my skin crawl.
No time for flirting now. Big changes are coming. Imperial intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
I'll claw my way out of the rubble to hunt you down. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm sure you'll be a nasty pile of dust.
Oh, man. Oh man. Well, I got revenge on all the other idiots, but only a few to go. Only Hunter remains. He may be the last one, but it felt so good to kill the rest of them. Oh my gosh, especially what's his face, Arden or Argon or Argon or whatever the freak his name is. All he's known now is the dead guy who failed because he got absolutely assassinated. What a death though! Like, especially because I was standing right on the other side of the force field, so as it shot him, I would have just watched him like disintegrate in blaster fire. Like, that's pretty dark, dude. I mean, I don't care, mind you. He deserved it. I would jump on my little lizard if I could, but I can't. There was a bonus objective. It says there's 2 more, but I don't know where they could be, because I looked everywhere trying to, like, I was trying to get it, and I only found 3 of them. Like, and those don't count. It has to be the big ones. Then I looked everywhere. I killed everyone that I saw, so I don't know what it wants from me. Regardless, though, really happy I finally killed that guy. Tell you what, the anger in my chick's voice. Woo! I mean, I don't blame her. I'd be pretty pissed off too. People start like mind controlling me. But man, she was an angry, angry lady, which, you know, she had every right to be. Yeah, I don't know where that bonus objective is, but I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Because I looked everywhere and I could not find it. So unless there's like 2 of them waiting for me out here or something. Which I would be a little surprised, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was it. Anyway, I don't feel bad. I mean, I looked everywhere. You know what I mean? I killed everyone that I saw. It's not like I avoided them because I didn't feel like it and I was lazy. I literally never saw them, so I don't know what to do about that. But regardless, though, finally got revenge. Only Hunter remains, but he will not stay missing forever. We'll get my revenge. And, like, Temple's so weird, because earlier she's like, disapproval. And then later I said something still aggressive. She was like, yeah. But, like, I don't get you at all. But whatever.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. Emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
This is Cipher 9. No permanent damage. I can't say the same for our enemies. Ardenkoth and his weapon, the Shadow Arsenal, are no longer a threat.
Cipher, what have you been through? Updating the Minister now. Pulling 2 sections off alert, giving approval to the Moffs to accelerate our timetable. Tell me the rest later. You changed the war and everything's going to be different.
I've been undercover a long time. I want to be Imperial again.
You were always Imperial. You'll always be one of us. Take a day or 2. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.
Yeah, boy! We did it! That's the end of Chapter 2, officially. How exciting! We also got a box token. Boop! What do we get? We got armor that's better, which is funny because it's exactly what we're wearing, but mine's better looking, of course, because it's black and better, but it's very similar to what we're wearing already, so it's pretty funny. Anyway, we did it, kids! That is officially the end of Chapter 2. How exciting. How exciting. And we got our revenge on the sick monster who tried so hard to, who kept controlling us. The Ardenkoth died horrifically. Wheels and Saber both died horrifically. Chance died horrifically. Now the only one that's left is Hunter, but he'll resurface again, maybe, hopefully. And if he does, he's dead. He's dead! Regardless, though, happy we are finally free. We are Imperial again. What I really want is a new title, but they're not giving me one. Test pilot, yeah, there's nothing new, so I'll just be the Heartless because it's pretty accurate to how my character is these days. Anyway, very happy with that. Well, this is where we're going to call it. When we come back, everybody wants to talk. Tempo wants to talk. Loken does. Vector does. And we have to do something for Kaleo. So there is all kinds of garbage. And then we have to go back to Droman Koss to set up for Chapter 3. Off camera, I will be leveling. Probably get us to at least like 42 or something. I don't know exactly where to go. So I'll be figuring it out. But I'll be doing a little bit of leveling. I will also look for some customization for Temple. I want to see what we have available. But I know there's a lot out there in lots of places, so I'll look up customization for maybe Loken as well. We'll have to see. In addition to all of that, I will change her armor, and I'll customize her a little bit. We'll level myself up a little bit, but yeah, it's surprising how quick Chapter 2 goes. Chapter 1 is the longest in every single class story. Once you finish Chapter 1, it just blows by, and suddenly that's it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, this is part 7, and we did Chapter 2 in like 2 parts, but Chapter 1 was like 5. So as you can see, it's just funny how it all works out. The most of each class story is in Chapter 1, so... But that's good news for us, because that means there's only like 3 planets left, because there's little like in between stuff, but because there's Belsavis, like big planets left. There's Belsavis, Voss, Corellia, and then little in between missions. So maybe between 2 and 3 more parts, and then this story will be over, which will be pretty cool, and then we'll be on to the troopers. So lots of good stuff ahead, very exciting. The last chapter in the Agent is very cool. Chapter 2 was cool too, you know. And before we totally depart though, I will say that's one thing that this story does really well over some of the other class stories, is not all class stories are created equal, right? That some of them are exciting the whole time, and some of them like lag off a little bit, so you're like, nah, it's not that good. But the Agent does it really well, where 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure if I remember right, 3 as well, are all really cool. And so that's something that a lot of people consider it the best class story, and it is one of my favorites so far, and memory serves and stuff. It's one of my favorites because it's exciting the whole time, you know. And some class stories are kind of lag in Chapter 2. Chapter 1 and 3 are often great. Chapter 2 is often like more boring, but Agent doesn't do that, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, regardless though, that's going to call for this one. Tomorrow will probably be, it might be a random battle, but as of this moment, it'll probably be part 2 of our Battlefield 4 campaign, and then it'll be part 8 of our Agent story, so that'll be pretty sweet. Anyway, that's going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.